probably, I don't know, 4, 5, yeah. But it was just fun. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Anybody else?
How long is that race? How long is the race?
I'll be back. Basic and AIT 17 weeks.
Okay.
Advanced. Advanced. It's just.
Learn the job.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's total is 17 years?
I'll be back because I leave Monday, and I'll be back basically just about the time of the first week.
Actually, you leave us tomorrow, but that's fly out.
What does he know about the book? We're putting an address book together,
Yeah.
so it's been going around and everybody's been writing down.
So you can write to every single person.
Exactly.
Every day.
I'll take email. Oh, Facebook's fine.
All right, I got a little one for you guys. Just to give you more time. So I'm always in Boston. I went to college in Boston, and didn't get a chance to see my sister dating too many guys because I was always away. But I was back for winter break or summer break or one of those two. Was it winter? Yeah, Mom's getting boots. It was winter break, and Mom's like, "Oh, Julie's going on a date tonight, and he's gonna come pick her up." And I'm like, "Yes!" Like I can finally play like the big brother, like intimidate this guy. And so he walks in, and Dad wasn't there, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be the man of the house. So I'm like, come on in, like sit down at the table, and then we started talking a little bit. He's got the Patriots, you got a Patriots scarf on. I'm like, all right, he likes the Pats, like he's climbing in the books, right? And so afterwards he leaves. The next day, Julie comes up to me. She's like, so what'd you think about Jake? I'm like, well, I probably couldn't beat him up. Right? So I'd have to use knives if he ever screws me. And I'm like, but he seems like a cool guy. He seems like a really cool guy. Just one thing though, I'm not really sure about that earring he's got. Right? That earring, I'm like, and it was funny. And I guess Julie told Jake, and the next time I saw Jake, he didn't have an earring on. So I felt like a little respect there. And then I guess the one thing that impressed me the most about you, and the one that kind of, you know, when you're like hanging out with people and you see others dating other people, and you like give the check mark. Well, I gave the check mark. I think it was a few years ago, and we were in the condo in Manville, and it was I was supposed to meet with the managing partner of a law firm in Providence. Big law firm. It was a big deal for me, but it had just dumped like 3 feet of snow the night before, and I was like, oh God, it's gonna take me hours to dig out of this thing. So I'm out there at like 4 a.m. just like starting, because I knew it was gonna take me like 3 hours. And then out comes Jake with his like boots on, right, and his like sweatpants, and he helped me. Yeah, it was awesome. So he helped me dig it out, and I'm like, all right, guy, check mark.
All right, very good.
All right, Jake. I remember my fondest memory of you. I think. Were you with us the time we went up Greylock and got lost? That was probably the first time. The first time we ever went, and we were grabbing the calipers and stuff like that. All right. So anyway, me, Jake, and Tom were at Lakeside, and we had signed up, which is a camp out in Western Massachusetts, and we'd signed up to do this hiking trip up Mount Greylock, and so we took turns, like who was going to lead, like following the path, and all you got to do is follow the little painted circles. So Jake decides that he's going to lead, right? He gets completely lost. We lose the trail like almost instantly. And we couldn't find it. So we're like, well, so long as we're going up, we're going to reach the top, right? So we ended up going up like this gorge. Like the incline was the most ridiculous thing we've ever done. And all I can see of Jake is this steel backpack that he's got on. Like with a bar that came up over the top. That wasn't orange. Orange backpack. And Jake was like tearing up all the rocks as he was going up, and we're coming and like bouncing down back off us. So he's a trooper and it's gonna be awesome, but I pray to God they never put you in the front when you do it.